Hello, everybody. This is Kevin Jenner Productions. Hasn't it been a while? Well, welcome to today's live stream. And in today's live stream, we're going to do something that I've been wanting to do for a while. We are going to be putting figurines into my Broadway Limited P70 passenger cars. We're not just going to be doing one car, however. We're going to be doing 8 of them. I'm going to pull all 8 of them out, and then I'm going to move them to the side. But you can see it's a lot. So we're putting figures into each car. It's going to be quite laborious, but well worth it. Well worthwhile. Oh, I just dropped one. They're all in the boxes, so they're safe from harm. And we're going to be using these figures. There's 60 in a pack, and I have 4 of them. So each car gets about 30 figures, which, doing the math correctly, it should be that much. We're going to put the cars over here. We're going to start with the 9931. And we're going to do each car individually. And then what will happen is we'll take the car off shot and it will be put off camera, and it will not have its lid put back on for at least an hour each car. So if we do each one, so this is the 9931. It is a PRSL P70. And to get these apart, it is a little interesting, and it takes a little bit of knowing to do it. How I do it is going to be different from how you do it. So it's not an easy car to take apart, but once you take it apart, it is a very proficient subject. And I'm going to get this in a sec. It takes a sec, so you basically have to take the trucks off by the shell off by the trucks. You kind of have to wiggle. It takes a sec. Once I get this done, it will be a beautiful thing. Trying to open this. Oh, got one. Got both. It's attached via the trucks, so you don't want to damage the car. It's ABS plastic, so we do have a screwdriver, which I should use. Oh, actually that might help us a little bit with the. I'm gonna put my tweezers in here. That's not gonna work. Nope, there's one side. Then you kind of have to lift it in a really weird way, but okay, there we go. Okay, let me get that put back on real quick. So it took us about 3 minutes to do it. It takes a little bit of time. You don't want to force anything. You want to be gentle when handling the car. So that is what a PRSL P70 looks like. And it has 76 seats. And that's standard. So, and the way we're going to do this, we're going to have a little story that goes with each car. So we're going to take out a pack of our people. And we're going to take them out. If I can get them, I can undo it. It's been a long time since I've streamed. 2 years, I think 2-3 years ago was the last time we did a live stream, and I'd like to do more, but it's more mental than anything. And I also don't have 1,000 subs, so we just can't go live from the cell phone. We have to go live from a computer, and that's a bit tedious, but okay, we should have this open. Oh, okay, that's one. I'm actually going to use this as a tray for the people, and they're Chinese figures. They're quite cheaply built. They're not going to be, some of them, you can see that they are somewhat There's no figures that should be standing. They all should be. So I'm going to have the car tilted, and you're going to see me kind of looking like this. I'm going to first test fit a figure to gauge how many I can put into a car at once. And I can put probably one into each chair. They're not. And then, so yeah, I can put about a figure in each. This is a. So each car will get 30 figures. So let me count them out. So there's 2, 4. They are a little bit bigger than normal HO scale figures, but they should look fine. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to count as we go. I think that's enough. And you probably can't see it, but there is a. So the first figure is going to be this man right here. We're going to put a little bit of glue on his bum. Not a little bit of glue, tweezers, and the first. Jesus, guy's huge. This guy is much bigger than he's. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. He's too big. This one figure is like huge compared to all the others. He's Andre the Giant. Yep. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna put him aside. We're gonna have him bum first. So first we're gonna test fit figures, and I think this man wearing a fedora is going to be a perfect. Yep. Just gonna check. Yeah, he sits in the car. So this man will be the first figure that we put in. And he looks like a good man. You don't want to put a lot. And I know I should be using hypo cement, but I don't have any. So okay. Nope, he fell out. It's a bit of a fiddly process, so I might lean as I put them in. Okay, he's in. So we have the first figure in the car. You cannot see it. So each car can do about 1 or 2 figures depending on the size. So we'll put this woman behind him. It's a very calming process. Do this. So the woman gets a little bit of glue right down there. Don't actually do this in real life. Please just. Oh, she fell over. I don't want the figure to fall over. Get the kind of nestle her in. Okay. If I have to, I can cut her. I can cut her leg. I might just do that because she's not staying upright in the car. Yeah, she's not staying upright because she's not even touching the chair. So you're never going to see her feet, so I'm going to cut the feet off because this is sort of a creative destruction. These are cheap enough figures. They're not Prizer, so you can do a lot more, be a little more flexible. I might do that. You're never going to see the legs, so whoop, she lost her feet. She's kind of like Ariel, I guess. Oh, that's a very dark joke. But now she should be able to sit upright in the car. So, and if I have to do that, I have to do that. I don't really mind cutting figures a little bit because you're never going to see these when the cars are in motion. So, yep. You might notice a little bit. She's in. We're going to just adjust her a little bit so that she is in the car and she's looks good. Okay. And there's the figure where you can see it. That's 2 figures, and you can't, but once the collar is covered, you're never going to notice that she's missing her legs. We can always say she's an amputee. Maybe that's her story. I don't know. This man has a cane. We're going to check for him for fit. I think this guy was too... Yeah, he's way... This man's hogging up all the room. He might have to sit in the other side of the aisle. You can have a lot of fun with this. This is the fun part of model railroading. Putting people in and having a good time. So we want to make these cars look kind of busy. So, and if I can put 30 people in each car, that's kind of my goal. I only bought 240 people, so we can really kind of work. I could put him in the toilet or something, but yeah, he's gonna have to have his legs cut, and his cane is gonna have to be cut by his feet. But I'm gonna put him in the aisle, so we just cut his feet off. Then we're gonna do the same to his cane. Yep, it's not fun what you have to do sometimes, but you have to be a little creative to just. Sometimes one must destroy in order to create. That's a Colory quote. A little bit of glue on his bum, and just a little bit of patience as we do this. This is not. They're going to be here for a while. Oh, he fell over. Oh, he's over there. Oh, come on, sir. Come hit me, sir. You have to be sat down in your seat. You must sit in your seat. All the figures are also... well, there's nothing about the figures that's wrong. They're just cheaper than... They're kind of made to be cut, I guess. Okay, he's in. And there he is in the car. You can see him with the woman. Now here's another man. I'm going to need to cut his legs. So each figure is modified a little bit. Each one is missing there. Yeah, they're very soft. The good thing is the plastic is quite soft, so... And there's this man sitting in the back of the car. We're working on the back, and then we'll go into the front, and we'll go from there. And this is a very fun process. This is a lot of fun for me, actually, because we get to put people in, and we get to create little stories. And what you can do with these is you can make little stories up with how the people who are in the car, like perhaps one man is sitting next to a woman. He's being inappropriate with her. There's a pervert in the car. There's a lot of you can do. There's a bunch of ladies having parties. Glad I brought my razor blade with me. So this man is slouching forward a little bit. Perhaps he's busy. Perhaps he cannot wait to get up. There's the man in the car. If you can see him. I know it's a little hard to see. I only have one pair of lights, which he looks... Someone's calling me. Going to have to say no right now. Sorry. But the figures... And I like to do this. This is a fun part. So then we'll go 2 seats up and we'll put a figure in. And we'll put this lovely woman holding a bouquet of flowers. There's a bunch of repeats because this is an inexpensive batch. You can pick up a pack of 60 for about $10. You have to cut with some precision. This one has like solid feet. But we will prevail. And this is what kind of happens. You can see in between my pointer finger and my thumb. But it's not meant to be That's what film can do for you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a thing which Alfred Hitchcock in the film world. There was this interview that Alfred Hitchcock did, and he says the word bikini very funny in my opinion. He says, I think he was explaining then the woman is right there in the car and she's waving. And then we'll go across. We'll put one right where my pointer finger is. So we'll flip the car around. And there's this a woman in green. Same type of figure, actually. So a lot of them have similar poses. Yes, I'm creating a little bit of a butchery, but it's fun. More raring is. Oh, no, I didn't step on. Put her there. Glue's there. Each figure is hand put in, and you can't take this roof off. From what I've discovered in my findings. And we're going to. You're going to notice I'm working with very minimalistic. Another thing is the figures don't. They go into the car. They don't touch the edge of the seat because I need the roof to fall into place still. So this woman is kind of in upward motion. She looks like she's praying or something. She's waving. And that looks very good. They're not supposed to go outwards of the bodywork because you have to keep the roof, the wall in place on the car. So in front of her, I'm going to put a man. We're going to put a man. And these figures are a little bit bigger, so they have to get their feet cut in order to fit in the car, which I guess is the prerequisite. I guess you could call this the amputee train, but I wasn't looking to pay for prizer figures because they are a little expensive, although I will be putting prizers into my other cars. This is only for the P70s. So many feet. The man. And this is a long process. And if I do not finish tonight, I will do the rest later without off camera. But I figured I would go live and show you all this lovely process. Okay, that looks good. That's what we've got so far. I could even, if I pull a battery, I could show you the light working. So that's what we've got so far. And you can't even tell that they are missing their feet. It's a fairly... And I just noticed there's this section on the end of the car here where I could put a man. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this man, this Andre the Giant looking man. I'm going to have to cut his feet off, but he's riding in the cart. So the feet came off. The feet, I'm going to have to do this to 200. And there's still some glue on him, so I'm just going to check if that's still fresh. Oh. Don't worry, it's just gunk. If I don't have to replace it. Oh, there's a little bit more glue on there than I want. Okay. he's so large that he actually clips into the wall. He's a giant. I swear to God, this man is a giant. We are living with a real life Andre the Giant in the car. And that's how big he is. Look at that. Look at that man right there. He is so large that he actually has to sit with his hat sticking up. And the cars don't have. So perhaps this man found an area of the car where he can actually enjoy it. Maybe he's Andre the Giant. I don't know. He kind of gives me that vibe. So we have currently about 2, 4, 6, 8. Each car gets 30. So I'm going to pull out a few more figures to see. And then there's this man wearing green. I'm going to do a little bit of modification to the figure. I'm just going to cut the top of him off. Or her. I don't know if it's a female, male, or a female. Yeah, it's a little bit of tedious to cut the figure, especially in a nice quiet room. Might put music in I might get my earbuds and put Spotify on and just listen privately. And this guy. Oh, sometimes you can just pull them off with gravity. And you're never going to see this. It's an effect. So I'm going to get my earbuds real quick. Where is it? I don't know where I put it. Ah, there they are. Hopefully they still have juice in them. They should. Excuse me, everybody. This is a woman. With this, I can make the cars more busy. A lot of feet. Makes sense. No. Here's a man wearing a red suit. If you can see it, he is very small figures, but it's a lot of fun. You really breathe life in your model. And if you want, this is an investment man. This looks like welcome to the stream. Welcome. It's like this. So we have one side finished. As you can see, this is chaotic looking already. So we have to do this with 8 cars. So how many figures are in here right now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. So we have 9 more figures, but we're not going to reach that number. But I like how the cars... And the gun... So that's one car right there. As you can see, it's a bit of a technique, but we're going to do every car tonight. So I'm going to put this over on my shelf over here. Going to place its top. And we're going to do another car. So we're going to put the wrapping for this car away, and we're going to put it underneath there. I don't have a layout. So the next car we're going to work on another 9931. These are not all duplicates. I should admit that. So then this whole pack will go in. But it's completely fine because I have... So we're not short on figures. Oh, part just came off. Oh, that's a detail just came off, but it just glues me. before we do anything, we're going to put that. So my fingers are already hurting, but that's okay. So how many figures is this actually? I'm curious. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 32 figures. So the other car had 28. Fighter. Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna really see what I'm working on right now. The bigger figures, like these guys are ridiculously huge. Well, I actually glued my finger. You're never gonna see this, so it's completely fine if. I'm probably gonna work on one half at a time. We're going pretty quickly. This car might be done in 10 minutes. His hat was my. Okay, he fell. Brooklyn on a. I know it looks kind of boring, but that's what it looks like on one side. I figured I'd do this now because it's more efficient. Every single figure is glued by hand. And this is like... It's actually very relaxing to do this. This is one of the most relaxing things. And there's a woman. This is very relaxing, though. Uh-oh, I dropped a figure. There she is. Yeah, I have to cut every single one's foot off. That way they fit in the car. Okay. Oh, the glue is like insane. There's a. Then I'll put 3 more figures and head on them. Then I'll work on the other. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of figures that go into a car. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of cutting and so forth to get this achieved. Mm-hmm. And that's what we have so far. As you can see, it takes a bit of time to do it, but it's really well done. I just realized you can't see the car, which Hello, welcome. Mm-hmm. Lots of feet on the. All right, that is what we have so far. That is 32 figures. You can see how much goes into a car. I even put a female figure in the bathroom. Don't go in there. Well, I wonder if you can actually see that. I'm going to turn the car on real quick. Oh, you can actually see that through. All right, let's put this car up here and. Our next car. That's what we've got so far in this car. Almost halfway there. This one's like really stuck on there. That's interesting. Hold on. That's really weird. Look. Ah. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna take a sec to get this opened. And then we're just gonna gently back and forth. Ooh, that's stuck. Why is that stuck? Wasn't glued. It's one, two. You don't want to force. Come on. But that one's gonna be a pain. Let's go back to this one. This one's being a pain right now. Let me see if I can get this to come off. Open side to side, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Come on. It's actually hurting my fingers pretty badly. I don't know if you can see that, but my fingers are like bloody. Not bloody. There's something. That's really weird. Let's see if I can get this to. Oh. That's weird. Come on. Oh, that's ridiculous. I don't know why this isn't coming apart. I might have to work on this later. So we're going to have to hold this car off for a day. That is really weird. It's not coming apart. I don't want to slice it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it until last. And that one's going to be the last one we do, which... Just going to put it in there for now. And I don't know exactly why the car is acting up. It might be something is loose. It needs poison. We're going to use this one. Hopefully it's not like the others. That one was easy. That one came off. I think I'll do two at once. I'm going to save these figures for the other car. Oh. Hello. There's nothing in this. Rat-a-tat. That's another car down. We can't stop. The insane thing is how we're actually at 4. So we currently have now done 4 cars. Here's number 5. Isn't this crazy how excuse me for a second. I'm going to get some water. Whew. It is a lot. Whew. I think I could do one more car for the night. I'm going to do 5. Because I'm starting to get tired from this. Oh. I'm really sorry. I'm getting a little tired by doing all this. We've been doing this for almost 2.5 hours. And it starts to take a load on you when you do a lot. But I'm very glad with what I've been able to do so far. And if I finish up after this car, I'm probably going to finish the rest later tonight. I'm just not going to stream it because it is a little bit time consuming. But this has been a lot of fun. We're going to keep going. This is car number 5. I have 3 more cars. I have my P70 cars and the other P70 from earlier, which I'll look into. This is a lot of baggage, I would say. So someone's probably going to ask me, why did I start doing figures? Well, the collection is so big. My collection is so large. We have a lot. So why don't we enhance the appearance of a lot of our rolling stock? That's my thought. So I thought, well, let's put people in the cars. Because that's what people, it's the real life. This is what these were used for. These were for transporting people to the shore, to work, to where they needed to go. That's the role of any passenger car. Okay, put that one in. Orange Lady. Lots of glue, and I'm not putting the tops on tonight. I'm putting them on tomorrow morning when the glue has had time to dry, because I don't want the windows to get fogged, because this is not plastic, transparent plastic cement. I don't have any of that, so I could not put it in. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of time, but it is a lot of fun to do this. I actually started doing the P70s because I finally figured out how to take them apart. And that was a big learning curve itself. So I've got 5 figures. Each car gets about 15 figures per side. Lots of men and women going into the car. With these figures, I thought they were going to be slightly smaller so we could put more scenes in. Like I could do scenes of people touching each other. Not touching each other, but people reading newspapers and cutting into conversation, people being nosy and such. Touching each other is a little bit is ambiguous and it's kind of a lopsided term. So I would refrain from using that terminology in the future. There's a bit of fun, though. You can say that there's a character. These are Chinese figures. So I have 5 in my hand. So there's currently 11. I am starting to get really tired from doing this. Oh, excuse me. I also have not streamed in a long time. And this, for anyone who watches this, because this will be available to watch. Come on. That woman just fell onto the floor. Sorry, I am and listening to music while I'm working, which is otherwise this would be a very boring video. Because when I model, I like to listen to music. This will probably be the last car I do for the stream. I'm going to take a bit of a break because this is a lot. My fingers are actually hurting. It's a lot of cars, a lot of work. The figures are detailed enough to that they satisfy the appearance I need, which is something I was concerned with when buying these figures. They're not Prizer. I wouldn't feel that good cutting a $2 figure. And Lionel does a 50 pack. However, they run $50. It's $1 per figure, and the value is less. So in this time, I have almost glued a little over 180 figures so far. A little over 180, which is a little crazy to think of when you realize how many cars you're doing. Some of these have globs of glue. Let's see how much. Oh. The VP. So I have like that's what I have so far on this side. Sorry, as you can see, it's a lot of work to put these together. It's not easy. It's very patient. This is not. That's some skill. It is. It is a lot of skill to do this. It's not. You have to cut each figure's feet off, and that alone takes time. I do not do commissions, by the way. Not for this stuff. I've done 5 cars so far, technically this one. So Lol, my fingers would be permanently glued to the car. I've done that. I've glued my fingers before, but it's a learning curve. You take your time with things. Have patience when building. This is not something that happens overnight. Doing this took me about maybe 2 years to build the confidence to do. So, and that was only after I learned how to dismantle the cars. So I understand where you're coming from, but anyone can do it. The trick is to be inspired, not intimidated. Want to use a good pair of tweezers? Let the blade do the work. Let the blade do the work. I'm gonna come back to that figure. My daughter is 6. Well, yeah. What scale are you doing? Because that also depends. This is HO, so. way smaller. So N scale, you really don't need people in the cars. You can more or less pretend in that sense. And I know how N scale, the size of N scale. I have some. Here's an N scale. That is significantly smaller. That's almost 3 of these. So I get that, but HO is probably the perfect size for me, at least. Rolls under her bed. Ooh, that's clever. And I've been sitting and doing this for 2.5 hours. We'll be upgrading soon. The layout is 3 foot on casters. That's I haven't heard of using casters, but well, this is what I'm doing is more professional because I'm a perfectionist. Well, or not really a perfectionist. I'm more of like this is something that people see and exhibit at shows. These are show engines or show cars. And also I want to see people, but typically, like if you're doing a car or if you're doing a scale for like a kid, you don't need figures, you don't need that. That's more to imagination. There's no real need to put people in. But yeah, this is not. Yeah, some of these figures I'm putting aside for another car because I'm running low on space. And this will probably be the last car I do for the stream because I've been doing this for almost 2-3 hours and I'm getting quite tired from it. I need to take a breather. It's a lot of cutting, a lot of gluing. It's more rinse and repeat than people think, but that's good. That's probably going to slide on. Hopefully he doesn't fall off. Takes time to do anything. I mean, started this probably about 6 years ago, which means I was starting. And it took a long time to just get the confidence to do anything. I'm going to take this guy out because he's no good. I'm going to put him over here on this side of the table. Some of these figures are these are cheaper. You can get these for $10 to 60 of them. I bought $40 worth and figured I'd do something with them. A lot of gluing, a lot of patience, but yeah, that red one's going to go in there. Stellar work. The work we do is actually kind of more bread and butter. I mean, this is just a process of something. This is not something final. I did this to, where is it? It's over here. If I can move this without everything falling over. I even added people into my AS16. That's a little hard to see, but that is the quality of what we do. It's not easy, but we don't do this stuff because it's easy. It's hard. But I always say choose inspiration too. All right, we're almost there. Two more figures, then we'll be done for the night. And I've already done 5 cars, so it's a lot. I'm going to hit the sack. Keep up the good work. Well, you'll see more videos soon. The streams are kind of a rare thing. If I have the time to do a stream, I'll do it. But that's typically I don't have time to do streams. But I figured I would teach people while I'm doing it, and teach myself at the same time. All right. Thank you for joining us. Okay, one more figure, and we're going to call it a night after that. All right, there is what we've got. And that is another finished car full of people. I'm very tired right now, so I am going to call it a night. Thank you to everyone for stopping by tonight. I understand this was a bit of an inexperience, and I know that for the future there might be more streams, but I know I'm making more videos. Stuff is coming soon. We have a lot coming up in 2024. I know the lighting is crazy, but stay tuned. Thank you all for joining us, and I'll see you on the seashore lines. Have a good night, everybody.